In today's Winning Plate, you know all the old wives' tales about how to get pregnant. Some of them may actually be true, and some of them involve food. So if you're looking to make a baby, we've asked nutrition consultant and Winning Plate contributor Leslie Bonci to weigh in on foods that may help you conceive. Leslie, I just told you, my first, right away we got pregnant. Second time around, it took us a year, and it was, I know, so frustrating for me. A lot of families going through the same thing. It can be a really tough time.
You know, it can be a tough time, and really, we have to take care of ourselves. It's kind of like multitasking. Oh, I'm working full time. Oh, I'm training for a marathon. Oh, I want to have a baby. It's a little bit too much overall. So kind of taking a step back and thinking about the variables we can control is taking care of ourselves, and that includes what it is we eat.
I thought this was so true. Your body may be smarter than we let on.
It took me a long time for our first one, and the reality is I was working like crazy. I was running like crazy, and it probably wasn't the best idea. Taking a step back, and all of a sudden, oh, baby.
Yeah. So your body is saying, maybe not yet. Take care of yourself, and then, okay, so let's talk about some detractors when it comes to food.
The good thing is that when it comes to food, there aren't that many things that from the research get in the way. But the things that really do stand out is if somebody is eating too many trans fats. So trans fats, what we call hydrogenated oils, so in things like donuts or other pastries, also in stick margarine, even some of the frozen dinners. And what the studies are showing is as little as 4 grams of trans fat may actually get in the way of helping our body be able to conceive. So just to put that into perspective, a donut has 5. So
one donut could be enough to
and it isn't necessarily the sugar in it, it really is the fat. But that's a specific fat. Other fat's important, but that one, not good.
Okay. Other detractors, or should we move on to the good stuff?
Well, you know what, and I think overall, if people say I'm eating too little, or conversely,
eating too much.
Too much weight. I mean, those are really the big things. And, you know, you have to take care of your body overall. If somebody said I'm going to consume a lot of alcohol, not a great thing, simply because that can be toxic to the body in large quantities.
Okay, so you bought some other great foods that can help. So what are we talking here?
Yes, and this is based upon research from the Nurses' Health Study looking at 18,000 women who had expressed desire to have a baby. So this is not a cohort of one person. So what they found in general is plant proteins better than animal protein. So getting protein from soy, from the edamame or the tofu itself, or even from lentils or any type of bean. And if it is animal protein, thinking about the amount, not an entire small amount, hand-sized at the most, something like fish and the omega-3s being a little bit better to do. And then, interestingly, because so many people say low fat, low fat, low fat, what the studies have found is full-fat dairy may increase the likelihood of being able to be more fertile. So if somebody is consuming milk, whole milk, it is full-fat cheese, it is full-fat cottage cheese, it is full-fat yogurt. And then after having a baby, if somebody says, all right, now I want to lose some weight, we can make the change, but this is important.
Okay.
Third is looking at things that provide the antioxidants. And the purpose of the antioxidants is they really are a defense mechanism for the cell, but they also may decrease the likelihood of ovulatory infertility. So it's really important to do this. So in particular, deep green. So I have here arugula and also spinach.
Asparagus.
Even asparagus, which is great to do. Red peppers are good. And people forget about the fact that antioxidants are also spices. So it's not just what it is that we eat as a produce, it's what we might put on it. Plus, there are certain herbs and spices that give a sweet taste. So looking at other antioxidants, berries, all of them, this is certainly the time to conceive, do this. Plums, pineapple, also particular juices. And with cranberry juice, people will say it's very high in sugar. This is an unsweetened cranberry juice.
Oh,
perfect.
A little bit
tart, but it's awesome. Pomegranate as well. And then also looking at whole grains, because the research is stronger about the use of whole grains as a slow carbohydrate, so to speak. So if it is cereal, if it is bread, if it's rice, if it's a pasta. And then last but not least, including the fat. So full-fat dairy and other fats, nuts, and looking at avocado. It's really important to do this.
But you say healthy fats, again, healthy fats.
Healthy fats, so more of this than looking at something like the pastry. And then if we want a little bit of help with ideas, 2 colleagues of mine have written this wonderful book. It's called the Fertility Foods Cookbook.
Oh, very neat.
Just some ways to combine things and really thinking about this is nourishing for oneself, this is nourishing for the future, this is taking care of our body for life.
Okay. Okay, well, it doesn't hurt, right? It
Absolutely
doesn't hurt to
does
try
not
it
hurt.
if you're in that
Absolutely
situation.
worth it to try it, and who knows?
Well, good luck
Exactly.
if you're trying out there. And for more of Leslie Bonci's healthy living tips, watch for the winning plate here on PTL and check out Leslie's website. We'll have that link for you at kdka.com/PTL.